So now, after we completed the first three steps, let's work on step number four, which is about creating the calendar for the project. And this is the name of the calendar. And consider the holidays to be Saturday and Sunday of each week, as well as the reading week, which was the week of February 24th. So let's go to Primavera here. And then to create a calendar, we are still here in the enterprise. We are creating calendar for the enterprise, and we click on calendar. When you go there, you click on add. When you click on add, they ask you which calendar you should copy from. You take one of these calendars, they make a copy of it, and then you start modify the calendar. This how it works. So to know which calendar you should copy from, let's first know how many hours per day you want your project, or how many hours your project will be working per day. So to decide on that, you need to know the number of working hours per day. So to do so, let's, for example, let's go to admin and then admin preferences. This shows you the number of work hours for each time period. For each time period. So this is the hours per day. 8 times 5, 40, and then that's the per week, and then per month, and then per year. So these are the time periods we want to work on. We can also change them and work with other time periods, but I'm just using the ones that we have right now, which is reasonable. So when you go there and create your calendar, 724, that means 7 days, 24 hours, working hours. Or actually, it's 22 working hours, and then there is 2 hours break. This is 624, so it's one day off. If you want to check this out, here we go. Like, you click on modify. This gray one, that means they take Sunday off. And this is 22 working hours. When you click here, modify, that's 22 working hours per day, and there is no holidays. And in our case, if you do remember, again, we went to admin preferences, and here it's 840. 40 means 5 working days per week. So what we need to see in our calendar, we need to see something like this: that the corporate standard full time, when you click on modify, they are taking Sunday and Saturday off. That's what we want, and it's 8 hours per day, 8 working hours per day. And when you click on time periods, when you click on work week, Sunday is 0 working hours because it's a holiday, and then 8, 8, 8, 8, and 0 in Saturday because it's a holiday. So it's 8 times 5, that's the 40 hours per week, and it's the same time periods that we were checking there. So now we have the same time period. So what we need to do is to copy or use this calendar as a reference for the new calendar that we're going to create. So we are going to click add. Then that's the calendar that we want to work on. And then we said that the name will be landscaping. Here we go. And then you can, if there is something you need to modify, and there is something we need to modify, because here we want, as well as the reading week, which is the week of February 24th. So what we're going to do here is, that's the week of no that's the week of February 24th. We want these days to be non-work. We don't want to see this 8 hours per day here. So what we can do, we can click on non-work here. Now it turns to 0. Same. Or you can click on shift and then non-work. So it's all zeros here. So zeros, and we have Saturday and Sunday of each week. So we are good to go. So now we created the calendar with the required holidays. So let's get back here. We have finished this step. The fifth step is about assigning the created calendar in step 4 to the created project in step 3. So let's get back to Primavera and go to our project. That's the project. You need to go back to through the project tab. If you're not here, for example, let's say we are here, you click in projects, you get back here, or you can click here on projects, you're going to get back here. So you click on the project that you want to assign the calendar to, and then you go to defaults, and from the defaults you go to calendar, and then you click on the calendar. You can double click or select. Now we selected the calendar, so we have done the fifth step. The next three steps, they are some verification steps. Let's put it this way, to make sure that the calendar that we have and the project, they are using the same time step and there is no any discrepancies between them. So to check that, you need to display the unit label from user preferences. So if you go here and then edit user preferences, and then from the dates, show the number of hours, or show the hours in the date, and also in the time limits, as in the time limits, click on that and show the number of hours. So now we are going not only to show, like before it will show 10, and by default here it's day, but we are asking to show the label, so it will be 10 days. And we want also to check to show the hours, so it's 10 day and 1 hour, for example. That's how it will work. So I'm gonna click close, and then that's the project. Let's get back to the steps. So it says verify whether the time periods match the admin preferences and the assigned calendar. This step we already have done it, because here this is admin preferences. We check that's 840, 172, and 2000. And our calendar, here we go. Sorry, here 840, 172, 2000. So we are good to go here for this step. For these two steps, we are good. Here, verify if the project start date timestamp match the calendar starting hour. So let's go here, and I'm doing these steps because these steps are important for resource loading. But in if your schedule won't be resource loaded, these things doesn't really matter. So now they are asking to check if the project starting date, here the project starting date, we have selected it to be February 13th, but when we selected it, the time wasn't showing. So now it tells you it will start February 13th at 12 a.m. Now you need to go and check your calendar to make sure that the start date will be the start time will be 12 a.m., which will not, because we have 8 hours a day. So I think we start from 8 or 9 a.m. So when you go to landscaping, modify, this is our calendar. It doesn't show here. So to know this, click on detailed work hours per day. So here it starts from 8 a.m. These are the working hours per day. So it's from 8 until 4 p.m. So this is from 8, 8:30, 8:39, and then 9, 9:30, and so on and so forth. So we need to correct that and make the project plan start to be from 8 a.m. 8 a.m. in February 13th. We are good to go. The data date, we are going to talk about this while when we go to the scheduling step, but it will be changed as well. So now we have the project plan start, February 13th, 8 a.m., which is similar to our calendar, which is this one. Modify. Here we go. It's 8 a.m. And we have the same time periods, similar to the one we have here. So we are good to go. And this is the step number 8.